It's Fusion Radio with Brian Stinson and YTS Keish, man. You know the guests keep coming, man, and we love every bit of it. So, man, this is special, man. Before I even get into who's here with us, man, gotta send love out to my brother, man. Steve Styles, man, doing big things, man, with the midday show. Also out to my girl Jazz, man. I really enjoy what you guys are doing. And so, man, Steve reached out to me and was like, man, DJ Sleep Easy is in the building, man, and he's in the Shy. He wanted to stop by, man, spend some time with you on Fusion Radio. So I was like, man, let's do that, man. And so, man, he's the official Midwest DJ for Midwest Rap A Lot, man. So he's in the building, man. We're going to get all into it because, like, man, him being a DJ, I'm excited about, man, definitely getting into the DJ movement. He actually, man, brought by a single for us to play, so definitely excited about that, man. First things first, man, though, definitely want to, man, rep the city that you're from and talk about how that actually influenced you as a DJ.
Once again, man, it's your boy DJ Sleep Easy right here, 2 Up, 2 Down, straight out of VA, you know what I'm saying, Rap A Lot Midwest official DJ. Basically, man, it's just where I come from, don't too many people make it out of there, you know what I'm saying? It's not culture like that. It's not easy, but basically I was a knucklehead, you know what I mean? I was not one up there trying to do the street aspect, but my shout out to my mentor / my pops, DJ Foot. He just opened the door up. Basically, it was like, yo, ride with me. And we went to a show with it was Nivea. Nivea, she had, you know, at the time she was with R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? She had the song Laundromat. So we went up there to that. She took me to that show, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, helping with the equipment. Fell back. I'm trying to get all the VIP treatment and everything. But the thing that blew me was at the end of the night, on the way to the crib, he threw me some money. And I was like, whoa, what's this? You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, for helping out. But I'm like, man, I'm looking at that, looking at what I'm doing. Ain't too far of a difference. You know what I'm saying? But this has got, I ain't got to look over my shoulder aspect. So ever since then, man, I just knocked at his door because we live in the same neighborhood. I knocked on his door every day. I just learned everything. I know all aspects of as a DJ. That I know more than just sitting behind the turntables. I can do sound. I can break down the whole amp rack, put it back together. You know, I know how to troubleshoot. You know what I mean? I know how to fix speakers. You know what I'm saying? Replace woofers, horns. You know what I'm saying? Drivers, diaphragms, all of that. So it's like the whole game of it is more to it than just a keyboard, you know, or a laptop and pushing pads down and play. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more to this game. So I learned a lot from my dog, man. I appreciate him. And everything, ever since then, it's just been up, man. Been up since day one.
So how long you been on the scene, man, doing it?
Wow. Actually, I just hit my 20-year mark.
Man, clap it up, man. Come on, man. Clap it up, man. 20 years in the game, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's so many people, man, that I know that are young, man, that are either like in their beginning stages of DJing or just, you know, have been DJing for a while, man. Some tips, man, that you would share with them, man, as far as, you know, the DJ movement.
Man, basically, you get what you put into it. You know what I'm saying? So if you playing on the game more than you are out there marketing, promoting, getting yourself out there. So basically the gig's gonna come that way. So you get actually what you put into it. You know what I'm saying? It's a hustle, man. It's just, it don't matter what it is, what type of hustle you got going on. This is a hustle. It's just a different product. Everything moves different. You can't hustle a restaurant the same way you hustle as a DJ, but you put in the same amount of hours. So you basically get what you put into it, man. That's all I can say about it, for real.
So I want to get into, man, like the Midwest official DJ for Rap A Lot, man. Like, how did that come about, the story with that, man? Because, like, man, I've heard a lot about Rap A Lot Midwest and what they're doing and everything. And kudos out to them, man. And so I want to know, like, man, like, you know, you being in Virginia, like, how did you hear about them? And then, like, what did they bring to the table that you were like, I want to definitely be a part of what they're doing?
Man, basically, man, my OG, KD, you know what I'm saying? He had reached out to my management, Penelope out there, that's with us. He has a strong relationship. He has a personal relationship with Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? He has a relationship with Junior, with the whole Rap A Lot movement. So he also has relationships with to our CEOs, to both CEOs, Easy, Eric, and Prez, you know what I'm saying? So they reached out to him looking for a DJ, and he was just like, I got one, you know what I'm saying? And we get the call, he presented the information, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's an opportunity for y'all to be a part of this team, this, that, and the third. And we also have a secondary chapter, which is basically the head chapter. It's called Trust the Process. TDP, basically, you know what I'm saying? It's like the Underground Railroad for artists. Like, you basically got everything set up in like 52, like, we in like 25 states right now. I believe it's 25 states right now. And basically, you market through those states to build your brand up. So when he was presenting all this to me, I was like, yo, that's dope. Let's you know what I'm saying? Let's see where it goes. So basically, this came about 2020 during the pandemic. It came during the pandemic 2020. And basically everything been gravy, man. I've been doing shows, and as you can see, promo runs, touring, you know what I mean? Basically got to meet the big dogs and everything. So it's man, it's a blessing, man. I can't knock nothing coming out of this Rap A Lot Midwest, man. This whole Rap A Lot, this whole Mob Ties, this whole TDP movement.
No doubt, man. So you brought back some good music, man, because you definitely, man, definitely from listening to you, man, definitely,
Right.
I'm excited about sharing this music. So you got this single, it's called Don't Want It, man. I want you to talk about the features and how did you guys collaborate and meet and what they bring to the table, and then we're going to jump
Great.
into this single.
Okay, basically, with Don't Want It, man, I have my artist, my homie, my partner, my little bruh, my first little bruh, Lo Simi, which is also official artist for Rap A Lot Midwest. Then I got my other homie, my other little bruh. Well, shoot, he almost like big bruh now. He on his grind. He has his whole movement, his whole label, you know, NSG, Never Stop Grinding. That's Fresh Porter. And then, man, I've just been in Houston a lot, and basically been out there working hard, doing promo runs, and I met the big homie, the legend out of Dallas, you know what I'm saying, Fat Pimp. So, you know, once again, y'all, man, this DJ Sleep Easy featuring Lo Simi, Fresh Porter, Fat Pimp. Check out my new single, Don't Want It.
I know what it is, man. Rap A Lot Midwest, TDP. All that negative energy, man, keep it away from me for real. Let's go. Scared money don't make no money, y'all broke. They away from me like yard don't want it, yard ain't on it, yard don't want it, yard ain't on it. Scared money don't make no money, y'all legit. They don't away from me like y'all don't want it, y'all ain't on it, y'all don't want it, y'all ain't on it.
Scared money don't make none. Big bank take little bank shake somehow. 4, 5, 6 hit next kilo. Watch from the sideline like a B-roll. Yeah, hey, don't see those. You tryna aim high, but you reach low. Catch plays, not feels, not a week. White girl, love this, from the deep bro. I got a flash, stay far away from me. If you ain't about getting no checks, without rent to no escape. I can go wing my foot in your neck. Put my neck like I'm in line. Been in the streets like a yellow line. Started with nothing, not a dime. Now she's dollar signs, dollar signs. Yeah, I'm feeling like T.I. You don't know me. On the beat, I go OB. In the back, the rap game, business weighing down, nigga, gotta slow me. Ain't feeling the vibe. Get to the bag, you know I'm on side like Mo 3.
Yard don't want it, yard ain't on it. Scared money don't make no money, y'all broke. They don't away from me like yard don't want it, yard ain't on it, yard don't want it, yard ain't on it. Scared money don't make no money, y'all legit. They don't away from me like y'all don't want it, y'all ain't on it, y'all don't want it.
WIIT Chicago. 88.9 FM Fusion Radio.
So got my homie in the building, man, DJ Sleep Easy, man, all the way from Virginia, man. And, you know, we love to bring these conversations that we have off the air to you that's on Facebook and you that's tuning in on the radio, man. So you was telling me what about your strategy and this record that we just heard that you're doing?
Yeah, man. Basically, with this record, man, I'm doing it the old school way. You know what I'm saying? The original way. It's not even released yet, but I'm putting it on radio first. I'm going to all radio stations. You know what I'm saying? No matter if it's internet radio or if it's FM, AM radio, whoever's play hip hop, cottage radio, whatever. I'm going that way to hit up all my radio DJs, all my radio personnel, and build a buzz up that way. And then the song gets released after that. 'Cause that's how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? You used to hear the song on the radio, be like, oh man, Meth just dropped a new single. You know what I'm saying? But the radio playing it, so then you go back and get it. I mean, you can definitely run to the streaming platforms, but the attention spans are so short. So once they, you know what I'm saying, I'm just trying to keep them tuned in, so kind of already get into the rotation. So once it's been released, you got a demand for it like that.
So, man, when do you plan on, man, definitely making that available, man, for the people, man? Because people going to hear that and they're going to be like, man, okay, I want to download that and support that or stream that. So when is that going to happen?
Oh, yeah, it'll be available. It drops, the release date is Friday, June 9th. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But it'd be you know what I'm saying, you can pre-download it, you know what I'm saying, already starting next week, actually.
That's what's up, man. So outside of this single, man, what else can we look forward to from DJ Sleep Easy?
Man, when you see that Rap A Lot Midwest, man, we touring. You know, we start our official tour next month, Father's Day weekend. Basically, what else we got going on? Like I said, with this project alone, I'm always doing shows, you know what I'm saying? I'm always in a gig somewhere. I'm always DJing somewhere. I'm always working. So ain't no telling, man. I mean, it might be in a new city. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
So, man, like a whole set of you, man, like what's the experience like, man, when you DJing a set or a part of an event, man? Like paint that picture for us, man.
I think I call it a new wave right now because I don't even catch myself as a DJ. I call myself a vibe creator. I create a whole nother vibe in the club. You know what I'm saying? It's just it all goes down with whom's in the building. You know what I mean? If it's ladies, you know what I mean, I might vibe out. And I can see some that might get their little mental kind of deep thought, probably going through it, whatever. And I might throw, you know what I'm saying, throw that hard R&B on, you know what I'm saying, release that pain type music or turn up. Like, you could basically see everything on my IG, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
So I know you don't know this, but, man, those that have been here before know that with the radio show, man, we love to show love to the ladies and all that stuff. So give me a couple of songs that are must-play songs in a set to create that vibe for the ladies, man.
All right, it all depends on which ladies we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We talking about some of the classy or we talking about the ratchet. You know what I'm saying?
Break it down for each one.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, basically, you know, like in where I'm at, you know, you got the hood in the building, you know what I'm saying? You got to play like Spiffy the Goat, you know what I'm saying? You got to drop that, of course, Sexy Red, Lola Brooke. You always can go back to some classics, you know what I'm saying? You can try Trina, Look Back, you know what I mean? If you want to get deep into that thoughts, of course, all the trap music, they trap just as hard as the fellas do, so. But then if you want some R&B vibes, man, you can go in the 90s, you can go in the current, you know what I'm saying? You can play some Chloe, you can play some Mary J, you can play some Keisha Cole, you can play Monica, you can play Brandy, you know what I mean? You can even play some of the fellas, you know what I'm saying? Some Silk, you know what I mean? Hey, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? I love his music. I'm always play his music, yo, bro. I'm one of these. I'm still playing R. Kelly.
That's what's up, man. Craziest thing that happened at one of your events, man. Craziest thing that you was at that DJ and he was just like, man, what?
I'm just gonna say, fellas try to make babies in the club. That's how crazy it got. That's how I'm gonna put it. You know what I'm saying? Fellas try to make babies in the club. You know what I mean? And then we just gonna go there from there. You know what I'm saying? Increase the population. That's what they was trying to do. So.
Man, I like that, man. I like that, man. DJ Sleep Easy is here, man. The Fusion Radio Brian Stinson, YTS Keys, man. All the way from Virginia, man. So, man, what's some Virginia artists, man, that we should be checking from, man? That's this where you from, man?
Oh man, they on the track. You know what I'm saying? Definitely keep your eye out for Low Simi. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he would Rap A Lot Midwest as well. Then you got Fresh Porter out there. Then we got the kings of R&B. what I'm saying? King of Pop, man, Chris Brown.
Yeah. Just
That's
recently
80
celebrated a birthday, man.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
this, everybody I'm naming is 804. You know what I'm saying? All of us is from the 804 area code. Then you still got Trey songs out there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just our city alone. But there's plenty more. You know, in the producer aspect, we all over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Pharrell, you know, Timberland, Missy's, Young Land, he's from VA as well. So yeah, man. So it's a lot, but the two artists to really keep your eye on right now is out of VA is Low Simi and Fresh Porter myself. That's it.
What's the city that you visited when you were touring that you gathered a lot that you maybe didn't know when you went to the city?
Orlando shocked me. I'll say that because, you know, when you think about Orlando, first thing come to you is Universal Studios and Disney. So then we go to the downtown area. They got like 2 blocks, and it's nothing but clubs. But the difference about their clubs is it's all genres. It's not like, yo, this the hip hop. Nah, you might have a country club, and then right beside that, it might be a hip hop club. Then beside that, for those who choose, you know, you got your LGBT club.
Right.
And then you got your rooftop. And then it goes around, and it's on 2 sides of the block. And it's, you know what I'm saying, it's blocked off, so you can drink, do your thing within them range. And they got, you know, police walking around, you know, on horseback and all of that. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, snap. Orlando really got like a nightlife there. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, only thing we know is, you know what I'm saying, Universal Studios, Disney, and then, you know what I'm saying, the Magics. You know what I'm saying? After that, it's not really, of course you think about the clubs and everything, but it's not, I ain't know it's going to be like that. And it's crazy, like crazy. I'm talking about thousands of people within them 2 blocks.
So I'm going to tell you, yesterday, I supported you and, of course, my fam over there at the Midday Show, man.
Oh, man.
And I tuned in, of course, you know, the whole time, man. And you guys, man, got into it. I'm just going to say, like, your rapid fire. And y'all was introducing me to some foods that I didn't know about. There was different combinations that I was just like, okay, this combination, is this, what was it, the Kit Kat? Kit Kat key lime pie or something like that?
Yeah. Yo, they had a Kit Kat. It was key lime pie flavor. You know, I gave it, you know what I'm saying? Then they had some other stuff in there, some maple bacon Pop-Tarts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's your boy Steve. That's your boy.
You know what's crazy is, wasn't there a combination of, it was like cereal and oatmeal?
Oh yeah, them the youngins, you know.
What was it? Because it was about
Cameron.
Post.
Yeah,
It was about Post. What was the cereal that was about Post? Because I was like, oh my God, that's an odd combination for real.
Oh, it was an oatmeal joint called, they said Fruity Pebble oatmeal.
That's what I thought. I thought it was Fruity Pebbles, but I didn't want to say that.
Yeah, it was Fruity Pebble oatmeal. I was like, y'all, I'm not even, I eat oatmeal, but I ain't.
Right, that's what I heard you. Yeah,
I ain't too thrilled about too many flavors, you know what I'm saying? So when he was talking about all that, I'm like, nah, that's thumb down for me.
I was saying to myself, like, who mixes oatmeal with Fruity Pebbles, man? Like, that was just and then the whole joint, you know, it's coming to me. The joint, the Pringles joint with like the wheat with the Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. And I was like, wow, that's a different combination.
Yeah.
And Jazz was like, I'll match that.
Yeah. I try that though. If I come across that, I'll try it.
So, man, like the whole Midday Live show experience, man, take me through that, man. How much fun was that?
Oh, man, it was real dope. Man. Shout out to Jazz Affairs. Shout out to Steve, you know what I'm saying? They just brought me on as a co-host, you know what I'm saying, just to actually rock with them on their platform. It was real dope, man. We had fun. Met some people, too, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Munchies, the restaurant called the Munchies with Cam and Keenan.
Yeah.
Then it was another artist, Queen Glizzy
right.
G. She was in the building, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to her too. She's doing numbers. You know what I'm saying? And she's doing numbers. So y'all definitely stay tuned in the Chirac area, man. She's doing crazy numbers. She was just on a feature and the track got over 6 million streams.
So this came to me, man. Like, how often is it that, man, like artists come up to you and like seek consultation as to what they should be doing, and like what's some of the advice that you give them, man?
Oh man, well it's regular. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing I'm gonna say before I get to the advice part is it's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? I understand you be in the club, you turn it up, and plus you got your DJ, your partner out there as well. He definitely can co-sign. Just because I'm in the club and you in the club, don't mean this is the time for us to talk about this in the club. You know what I mean? It's a time and place for everything. We can change contacts. You know what I'm saying? Back, bro, get at me. Like I tell a lot of people when they do chat with up, meet me and everything. I'm not that Hollywood, bro. I can answer my DMs. You know what I'm saying? I respond back. But as for like when I tell them, like first thing is this game. They say it a lot of ways. You know, they'll play like yo, it's 10% music, 90% business, and that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's 10% music, 10% business. Because once your business is done, you ain't got to worry about that no more. Once you got everything registered and everything, then the other 80% is marketing. I don't care what you can have the hardest record with the hardest lyrics, with the hardest beat, with the hardest hook and everything, but if you don't market it, it ain't nothing. You can have all your business together, you know what I'm saying? You can have everything registered, your BMIs, all your contracts and everything. But if it ain't market, don't nobody care. Don't nobody know about it. There's no business getting taken care of. Yeah, you ready for it, but you ain't marketing the record, so you can't ain't no business gonna happen. You know what I mean? You can be in the flyer studios, get it recorded and everything, give your IG, and be like, yo, what y'all think? Give me, hey, if I get 100,000 comments right now, I'ma drop it. But if it ain't market, bro, after those 100,000 comments or whatever, and 9 times out of 10, they not gonna go listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Because they just saw it or tweaked out on it on your social media platform. So, yeah, I was breaking down to it, bro. It's about marketing.
So let's build on that, because I get a lot of homies that do Fusion Radio, man. You know, that's something that they ask, like, how do I market properly? Just give them a couple of tips, help them on that.
Okay. Oh, so basically, you gotta first of all, when it comes to marketing, you gotta be real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? But the marketing game is so easy now. Like, all you gotta do is go on your analytics, IG analytics. They'll sit there and tell you straight up. But you gotta also make it make sense. And the first thing somebody come up to you like, yo, what's the budget? Yo, what kind of budget you got? Bruh, you got to work with what you got. Steve Jobs didn't have no money. He ran around and found him a billionaire. But he marketed himself for that billionaire to sign that deal with him to get Apple going. You see what I'm saying? So you ain't got but $20. You got to learn how to flip $20. You might do 10, put $10 on IG, do a post, you know what I'm saying, do a boost. Then, you know what I'm saying, the other 10 might, go to a club and just like and introduce yourself. That's marketing. You know what I'm saying? As long as you working and marketing, you always, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen that way. Like, so basically it's just you gotta work with what you got. You gotta be honest with yourself. You can try to antics, you know what I'm saying, but there's no need to look like $1 million if you can't move like $1 million. So, but I'm the type of person I can make $500 look like I spent 50,000. When it comes to marketing. So yeah, that's basically a smart tip for them.
Well, bro, man, I got to tell you, man, so much fun. So super proud of you. Thank you, Steve Styles, for definitely, man, connecting the dots, as I say, man, we're making this happen. And you know what the cool thing about this is that this is a takeover, man, because we got 2 artists.
Yeah.
That is from the camp, man. It's in the building, man. You know, that's what they call the tease. I ain't going to tell y'all who it is. Just stick around. And you'll find out who it is in a hot second, man. It's Fusion Radio. Brian Stinson, man. YTS Keys, man. Before we leave, DJ Sleep Easy, man. Social media-wise, man. How can they stay in tune with you?
Once again, man, go by the name of DJ Sleep Easy Fisher, DJ for Rapper Live Midwest, man. TDP, Trust the Process. All you got to do is Google me, man. DJ SLEEP Easy. Everything comes up. All platforms the same. Don't matter if it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Everything's the same, man. DJ Sleep Easy.